Okay, so let's get straight to the point here. But before I start, do not mind the background noise in the background. Okay, the audio, I hope is clear because as you can tell, the the window is already open. And so I needed some air in my room and stuff like that. So do not mind the noise that the window is making, even though the air conditioner is literally outside the window as well. But anyway, as you can tell from the title of this video, I wanted to give you guys an insight of the games that I'm looking forward to, at least throughout this year thus far. Okay, the games that caught my attention, if not interested me to try them out when they do come out, if not later on down the road. And so for these games I am about to discuss, I'm not sure if I'm going to pay full price for this game. I really have no clue because I just don't have that much money on me right now, if you couldn't tell, because I just don't feel like pre-ordering jack right now at the moment. But to say the least, at the same time, I do have some interest in these games. Okay, now the thing is, not gonna lie, I never discussed games like this before in any video whatsoever, because if you guys have been watching my previous videos, for those of you that did check out my channel recently, all of the videos are pure gameplay and live commentary, if you will. But this time around, I'm gonna give you guys some post commentary just to further go into deep depth, if that makes sense, on games here and there and stuff like that. This is going to be an occasional thing, but if this video does do well, let me know if you want me to bring this type of stuff back on this channel, as far as content, because I normally don't really post videos like this at all, especially regarding games that I don't really talk about that much on this channel whatsoever. But here we are now. So anyways, I know I'm a bit late to the party, but yesterday, if you guys caught up on the games, what's this called again? The Summer Game Fest. The Summer Game Fest event last year, not gonna lie, quick recap, I watched the whole thing through, and just so you know, it was a huge, I don't want to say meltdown, but it was pretty much what I thought it was going to be. One of those showcases to where they have advertisements here, weird promotions there, reveal trailers that don't really mean much, a few major games, scattered throughout the show, and that was about it. And so therefore, that is pretty much what the whole Summer Game Fest showcase was yesterday live when I watched it. But there were quite a few things that I did write down that I do want to recap, but I don't really have time to discuss all that, so it was just so much to go through, if that makes sense. But I do want to discuss about these three particular games that might get my interest to play them in the future if I don't get them on day one, if that makes sense. Okay, so I got three games here, and mind you, these are the games that I am looking forward to playing on this channel. So if you guys do want to see gameplay of these games that I'm about to mention, then let me know in the comment section. Okay, so enough wasting time. It's already 3 minutes, so let's get right into it. First game to notice is Skate. Okay, so I'm gonna go from the somewhat interesting to most interesting in that order. So therefore, this game called Skate from EA. So I know some of you have grew up playing Skate before, or some of you might have not. I'm one of those that never touched a Skate game ever. Okay, I never touched a Skate game before. I'm gonna come out and say it right now, and I know that is going to get you guys triggered and all that, but please hear me out. Okay, some of these games I never played before growing up, if you couldn't tell by my personality already and stuff like that. I know that sounds weird, but in all seriousness, I was interested because I have heard of Skate. Believe it or not, I'm familiar with these games that I'm about to mention, including Skate, but I never got to playing them. So if you guys can put me onto Skate in the future, I would appreciate it. Or in this case, whenever this game comes out, you guys might put me onto this game more, so I can, give it the proper chance it deserves, if that makes sense. So, Skate from EA, they revealed a new trailer, and at first, throughout the show, they showed this MS Corp advertisement, infomercial, whatever you want to call it. I'm not going to go too deep into that sort of thing because it was cringe. It was just plain stupidity from EA themselves, but it was all to promote Skate, the upcoming Skate game. And so I've heard of Skate, and over time, I was looking at this game and I was like, okay, so Skate is happening, but I'm curious to see what more that they have in store. And so they haven't talked about this game in so long, in like 2 or 3 years and stuff like that. But recently, yesterday that is, now that they have a trailer out for Skate, this gameplay, well, it's not really gameplay per se because it's all CGI, but from what I've seen graphically, it don't look as much as next gen as I thought it would be. Hence the fact that it's coming to PS5 and Xbox and stuff like that. It might, but at the same time, I'm low-key interested to see what else they have for this Skate game, because I've noticed that you can do pretty much anything in Skate, especially in the later games like Skate 2 and Skate 3 and stuff like that. I heard those games were considered the best out of the franchise, and I don't blame them, but I do want to try out an online game, a multiplayer game that you can like be immersed in, if that makes sense, so guaranteed I am looking forward. Well, I'm not saying I'm all the way sold with Skate because we haven't seen that much gameplay yet. Still to this day, we haven't seen that much gameplay yet. But at the same time, I am curious deep down to see, what Skate can offer that they haven't done in the previous games. But, I might look back into the older titles and see how special they really were and stuff like that. But who knows? Maybe one day later on down the road, they might tell us more about the game. But that's just my opinion for now. But Skate does look, creative, something that I can consider a huge breath of fresh air from these other games I've been playing a lot recently. And so Skate is going to be a huge opportunity for me to like fully express myself the way I wanted to. I know that sounds weird, but hear me out. I wanted to play games that are like non-toxic, or in this case, not as toxic as others, if that makes sense. But anyway, Skate, that could be a promising game. We have yet to see gameplay, still a CGI trailer, but again, that looks interesting. So, moving on to the second game that I had some high hopes for, at least since the past year, we got Phantom Blade Zero. Now, Phantom Blade Zero is one of those games that I saw from last year's PlayStation Showcase, believe it or not, and throughout that show, when they first announced it, I was like, yo, this gameplay is looking crazy. And, not trying to like completely hype the game and all that, but I was just so immersed into the gameplay that they showed last year to where it was literally like so fast paced, so flashy. It was just so much going on all on the screen at the same time. So I was trying to process exactly what has happened. The same thing here with this new trailer they have shown yesterday. And so it looks pretty promising, not gonna lie. And I never played a Phantom Blade game either. I'm not sure if Phantom Blade Zero is going to be the first game in the franchise, or there has already been a Phantom Blade game in the past that I don't know about. I have no idea. But again, I'm asking you guys to put me on to this game, since this is a gaming channel that I'm starting off for the first time this year. So if you guys have game recommendations for me to try out, please let me know in the comment section ASAP. I would appreciate it, okay? So, what is special about Phantom Blade Zero? Well, first off, the combat system, the parry system. My god, those peak cinema combat parries. The combat system in general looks so fire. I'm not gonna lie, this is just my opinion, but at the same time, I was liking what I was seeing, and the same thing happens in this recent trailer that they put out. There was so much stuff going on. The fast-paced action caught my attention immediately. The atmosphere is so dark and gothic. It reminded me of a Souls game, even though I'm not sure if this is going to be another Souls type game or not. I'm not entirely sure. But they also, in this new trailer, they also showed the first boss fight. I think this is a brand new boss fight for the first time that I haven't seen in the last trailer back when they first announced the game last year. So this stuff that they showed in the new trailer is entirely brand new to me. So either way, I am definitely going to check in for this game when it comes out, if not after it comes out, because again, I don't have that much money on me to pre-order a single thing. But if they have a demo, at least if they have a demo for Phantom Blade Zero, guarantee I will be there, son. Guarantee I will be there day one. No questions asked, no questions needed, okay? This is not up for debate, I'm telling you right now. So Phantom Blade Zero for sure is up there for me as one of the select couple of games that I am actually interested in playing this year. especially on this gaming channel that I've started recently. So guarantee if I do have a chance to play this game on the channel, I might do some gameplay. Should I do a playthrough? I haven't done a playthrough yet, but should I do a playthrough for Phantom Blade or any other game in particular? I'm not sure, but you be the judge of that in the comments, okay? So, moving on from Phantom Blade Zero, looks good. I like the trailer, I like the action, the combat, the parry system, the way the enemies can parry alongside with you in a battle, in a duel, the way they respond to your every move. Godlike, just pure godlike, okay? I don't have anything else to say about that game. So moving on from Phantom Blade Zero, and now moving on to the most interesting game, at least in my opinion. Aside from that, we got Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero has shown some more gameplay and stuff like that, but they also shown a potential story mode. Believe it or not, a potential story mode that, from what I've heard, I did read the website from Bandai Namco. I read their website, right? And they said something about a potential original story that involves at least 8 Z Warriors, and they can tell the story from their perspective and stuff like that. I can't remember exactly what they said, but aside from that, they also said something about us having to either relive dream battles, the what if scenarios that the Budokai series is known for, but also we get to create our own dream battles for the first time and share them online. How cool is that, my boys and girls? I'm not gonna lie, when I first heard something about creating stuff, I was like, since when did they do this all of a sudden? Since when was this a feature? And so I was like, okay, that's even more promising. I was not expecting this feature whatsoever, but at the same time, I was like, yeah, I'm liking what I'm seeing. And thus, believe it or not, this might sound crazy, I haven't played that many Dragon Ball games like that, but I did touch Dragon Ball FighterZ. Believe it or not, I did play DBZ FighterZ not too long ago, online mainly, but I did tackle in the story and stuff like that as well. I did play a little bit of the story here and there. I have yet to finish it, but I've been playing mostly online. So, as you can see, I have no expectations for this game. Not saying that it's going to be bad, but I'm just saying I don't know what else they have in store, because they are literally keeping the majority of the stuff for this game under wraps. And guess what? I don't blame them. But at the same time, they have got to come with it if they are going to win their fans and stuff like that. Because if you guys don't know, Dragon Ball Z Budokai used to be the jam back in the day, from what I've heard at least, okay? And thus, I never played a Budokai game before. When it comes to these video games, I'm more of a casual type gamer. I'm more on the casual side when it comes to newer installments, but I am familiar with the franchise and, the source material that the franchise is based on and stuff like that, So, given that I don't play as much Dragon Ball Z games like that, but I did play DBZ FighterZ. I did download Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, and I did have the demo for it not too long ago as well. And so I've been diving a little bit into Dragon Ball stuff here and there, at least in recent years. So therefore, guarantee this game might bring me more into the Dragon Ball gaming and stuff like that. So Sparking Zero, alongside with the new modes that they've shown for this game, they also have a release date announced, saying that the game will officially drop on October the 11th, which is a Friday, I believe. So October the 11th, will I get this game day one? Probably not, because again, I don't have that much money on me. I know you guys are sick and tired of hearing me say that. I'm also sick and tired of hearing myself say that, but hear me out. If they do have a demo for this as well, like I said with Phantom Blade Zero, if DBZ Sparking Zero whatsoever have either a demo for free to download, or better yet, a beta that we can sign up to, like an online beta, hence the game being a fighting game. If we can get a beta, open or closed, it don't matter, and we can try it for the first time early, I will be there. Guaranteed, I will definitely be there, because I did try out other betas for fighting games. As of late, I did try out the beta for Street Fighter 6. And of course, at one point, I was trying to get into the beta for Tekken 8. Unfortunately, I couldn't get a chance to do so. But low-key, that's in the past, okay? Now, regardless of the case, if DBZ Sparking Zero, not DBZ, because it's not really based on Z entirely from what I've seen. So if Dragon Ball Sparking Zero whatsoever have a beta or a demo that we can try out for free before the game drops, I will try it out and guarantee if I do get my hands on this game, which will be later on down the road again, I will post some gameplay on this channel, okay? So with that being said, those are the 3 games, the 3 bright spots throughout Summer Game Fest that I wanted to discuss with you guys. And so, like I said, man, if you guys have game recommendations for me to try out for this channel in the future, let me know down in the comments what you guys want me to play next. And so there you guys have it. If you guys are brand new to this channel, please be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on those post notifications. Like the video if you enjoyed it, or dislike it if you didn't enjoy it, and comment down below what else you want to see, and share this video with your friends and family, everybody, and get this video out there. Oh, and by the way, let me know in the comments as well, what games are you looking forward to playing this year? With that being said, it's been viral and I am signing out. Peace.